Hey everyone, it's the Uneducated Artist, just uploading another video this week. First off, I do want to thank everyone that's watching these videos for taking the time out of your day and supporting me. You really be doing the most, and I really appreciate that of you. So today I wanted to dive into who I am as a creator and share parts of myself with you that I haven't been able to share yet. But before we get started, I do want to tell you what you're watching on the screen. The first pour that you're watching is a waterfall pour that was inspired by some Christmas colors. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out for me. The gold was maybe just too watery or something. I'm not 100% sure. It just kind of made the other colors look bad and it just didn't work out. Later in this waterfall video, you'll see that I kind of put on some drops of silicone. I was trying to see if I could create some cells that might save the painting, but unfortunately they just didn't dry very well, and by the morning I just really didn't like what it was, so I scraped it off. And the second pour that is on this video is just the saving grace of this canvas. So I did 4 tree ring pours with Christmas colors again. The gold I ended up remixing and it worked a lot better the second time. So that's something I've had to learn as an artist, is just that not every painting is going to be a beautiful masterpiece. While I agree that art is subjective and any piece that I make could appeal to someone out there, I just want to ensure that the work I share with all of you represents me. And when I don't feel confident about a piece or I genuinely don't like it, then I don't feel that that represents me. But I just try again. And that's something I've had to learn also, is just that if I make a painting that doesn't appeal to me, it doesn't mean that I'm a lesser or greater artist. It just means that it didn't come out the way I intended, and that's okay. So, moving on, a little about me. I live with my fiance and my dog in a small coastal town in the state of Washington. We love living here because not only is it incredibly beautiful, but it's also very quiet. I grew up in a large city, Tacoma, which is very loud and it's crowded. So moving here about 5 years ago was a wonderful decision and a nice change of pace. I'm currently in school getting my bachelor's degree in psychology, but thankfully I only have about 3 weeks left until I'm done. I've been working really hard on my degree for the last few years, and it'll be really nice when it's all completed. I started my bachelor's degree back in 2015, but because of my living circumstances at the time, I had to focus on working, and so I took some time off and picked it up back later in life. Something I haven't shared with y'all is how I got started with art. Back in mid to late 2018, I was recovering from a toxic relationship that really took a lot from me. When I finally left, I had lost so much of who I was that I couldn't even identify any interests of my own. On top of that, I was dealing with a few health conditions that changed how my body worked, and in turn, I had to relearn how to listen to my body and what my limits were. One day, I was binge watching Jenna Marbles videos, as one does, when I came across her Bob Ross tutorial. I watched her explain how she always felt that she was bad at art, but she was able to follow along and create something that to me looked great. And I thought to myself, if Jenna can do it, then I can. She posted a few other art videos, and that's when I was introduced to abstract art like string art and paint pouring. So I went to Walmart, the only place available in my town with art supplies, and I bought all the paint supplies that I could afford at the time. I watched several YouTube tutorials and I got to work. I started out trying to learn how to draw objects in landscapes, but quickly learned that I was much better at fluid art. I'd still love to learn to draw, don't get me wrong, and I do have plans to take some time on maybe Skillshare or something to see if I can sharpen those skills, but it's just not where I'm strong at, and I recognize that. I know it's silly to idolize a YouTuber, but Jenna was someone I watched on a weekly basis through my formative years, and when she left the internet, it really sucked. But she does deserve all the happiness in the world. So now I just see it as it's my turn to create content that would make Jenna proud. And I feel like I can do that with the fluid art that I create. Now, the most surprising part of this whole art journey is that I was absolutely convinced I was bad at art. I even took an art class in high school at an art school, and I still failed the class, even though I swear I tried. I really, really tried. But thankfully, as I started to learn who I was and I grew my confidence, I was able to see that reflect in the pieces I was producing. There's a lot of things that I want to do with this channel. I'd love to post tutorials and videos of the pours that I do throughout the week. I'm also playing around with the idea of some commentary videos, but I'm still working on the confidence to sit in front of the camera. I'd also love to do collaborations, and I'm open to other ideas, so if any of you have any suggestions, please feel free to let me know in the comments section. Starting a YouTube channel is something that I've wanted to do since the very first YouTube video I watched. A lot of factors played into why I never did. A lot of that was confidence, but part of that was not having the right materials to do so either. I've created YouTube channels in my head over and over, and I've played with video ideas since I can remember, and creating this channel seems so surreal that I actually have something that I can produce and share with everyone and feel like I have enough knowledge of to explore with all of you. Well, that's all I have for you today. If there's anything else you want to know about me, feel free to ask. I am an open book. Thank you again for stopping by and taking time out of your day to support me once again. You know, I know most of you are my friends and family, and some of you guys came over from Instagram, and I just want you all to know that your support seriously means the world to me. I've met some of the most amazing people through Instagram and through the art community, and I'm going to be forever grateful for this whole experience wherever it goes, because of a lot of the people that I've met. Everybody's been really amazing. So remember, everybody, stay hydrated, take care of yourself. I will see you later.